Those of you who got an invite, welcome to Nerd Prom.
No matter where in the world you are, we're all Nerds International. With the hyphen.
Right, YouTube, it's Mr. Mean coming at you from very dark and gloomy Beaumont, Texas. It's been a week or two since I'd done my last video du jour, and I thought it was time to treat you guys. That's right. Tonight, I'll get this posted tonight, first thing tomorrow morning. We're doing a contest. That's right. The first thing I want to go over, we got a couple things we're going to do. This is going to be a overall video here. It's not going to be focused on any one game. We're all over the place. We're crazy. So the first thing we got tonight is a couple weeks back I did a review of Zweihander. This is a grim and perilous RPG. This book is a tome. Look at this thing. It's a beast. It's a monster. This is basically, if you're a fan of Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, a grim and perilous world of adventure, this is the spiritual successor to it. This game is amazing. I've yet to get to play, but I have given it a thorough read through. My good friend Brian Isaacoff highly recommended it to me and actually bought me the PDF. I went on and on about it, talking about how cool it was and everything. And so he, in a moment of kindness, which again, a million thank yous to Bri, a good friend one could never ask more of. He sent me a hard copy through I think through RPG Now or Drive Through RPG. Sent it to me. Their print on demand. It's hardback. This bad boy weighs in just under 800 pages. It is a beast. But what you guys really care about is we're going to do a cool little well, I think it's cool and it helps me out and hopefully it'll help you out. The amazing guy behind Zweihander, Grim and Perilous RPG, and I'll put a link to the game in the show notes if you want to get a copy yourself. The PDF is amazing. It's very well done, and I think you guys will like it a lot. But what I'm going to do is we're going to do a little contest, and the first person who follows through on the contest, and I'll give you the rules here in a minute, is going to get a free copy of the game. They're going to basically what's going to happen is Daniel Fox, who is the creative genius behind Zweihander and the owner of the company, is going to send you an email. So yeah, you'll have to give Mr. Mean your email, and he'll send you an email with a PDF copy of the game for free. So basically, the way the contest is going to work is I need you to comment on this video, and I need you to get one of your friends to subscribe. And what will happen is I'll get an email notification that someone has subscribed, and then that friend needs to go down there and post in the notes that he was referred by whoever referred him. So if you're currently a subscriber, awesome. Get your friend. So you players out there that have your friends who are GMs, this is a great trick to rope them into running another game. If you like grim, dark, violent RPGs, this is the one for you. So get your friend to subscribe to my channel, John Polak, and you can just Google John Polak or Mr. Mean, and it should come up, or you've already got it since you're already here. Send it to your friend, have them subscribe. They post a note in the comment of this video saying that, hey, John Polak referred me, or whoever the friend is. I'm using John Polak as a reference, but whoever actually referred you, have them, and I'm going to talk to Daniel, and hopefully, I can't promise, but hopefully I'll get you each a copy of the game. But definitely, you get your friend to subscribe, who hopefully is your GM. This would work out really cool. It'd be a great way to do it. Get your favorite GM to subscribe and like this video, so they've got to like and subscribe. I will get an email notification, then have them post a note on this video, and when they do that, I will get a notification, and I'll have I'll need your name and your email and who referred you, and then what I'll do is I'll send that to Daniel, and Daniel's already told me, I've been in communication with Daniel, that he will send you a free PDF copy of the game through Drive Through RPG. So, in conclusion, watch the video, refer a friend, that friend subscribes, that friend posts a note in here and says, hey, Blink 182 referred me, boom, you win. Then your friend gets a copy of the game, I send that information to Daniel Fox at grimandperilous.com, and he will send you a drive-through RPG coupon code to get the game for free. So any questions or comments, put them down in the notes below, and I will try to answer them as fast as I can. So that's out of the way. So that's a little contest we're doing. Daniel Fox was nice enough. He put my review up on his website. He thought it was a very positive review, and he was very happy about it. I'm telling you, I mean, I would have bought the book if I'd have backed the Kickstarter if I'd have known about it at the time, but I didn't. So if you're curious about Zweihander, go watch the review. It's got some good information in there. And then go to drive-through, look at it, maybe pick up a copy for yourself. But if you want to you've got a good buddy, good best friend, your wife, your brother, your cousin, your niece, your nephew, your uncle, Santa Claus, whatever, refer them, have them like this video, and then have them subscribe, and then they'll send me an email at jpolak.com, and I'll get notified when they post a comment, and then you can either send me an email or wait for me to reply to you, but I need your email address. And again, if you don't feel comfortable putting your email on the YouTube comments down there, which I totally understand, you can send me an email and say, hey John, I just subscribed, go check out the video. I'm the first one. I believe I'm the first. I'll let you know if you're not. This is the fairest way I know to do it. So it's basically a first come, first serve. Hook your buddy up. Get your friend a free copy of the game. Hopefully you're subscribed to my channel. You already have a copy because you're awesome. And we're supporting a small business, A, and B, we're supporting a small role-playing game company, and we want more product. We want to see cool stuff come from these guys, Daniel Fox and his friends who have made this awesome game, because right now there is no current version of Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. So if you want a current game that's supported, this is as close as you're going to get. A, B, Cubicle 7 is redoing Warhammer, and they say they're going to focus more on first and second edition, which is awesome. But you know, who knows when that's coming out? I think they said late quarter 2018. I'm not sure. They just announced that they were going to do it. I'm not even sure if they put out a date. So anyway, have your friend like and subscribe. Send me an email, and we'll go from there. So anyway, and Daniel Fox, you have to have a drive-through RPG account. It's free, doesn't cost anything, and it's a great way to buy stuff on drive-through RPG if you like PDFs, and you can even buy physical books from them. And no, Daniel Fox or grimandperilousrpg.com nor drive-through RPG are sponsoring this. This is just something I worked out with Daniel, the owner of the company, to do for my viewers, because you guys have been great and leaving a lot of great comments, constructive criticism, and just being super cool fans, and I want to give a little something back. And I asked Daniel if I could do this, and he said yes. So kudos to him. Awesome guy. Let's help out his company. Let's flood him with purchases and make his Christmas happy, because hey, it's right around the corner. And it's what Mr. Mean would do. All right, so on to bigger and better things. One of the things I want to talk about is we're going to talk a little bit about Conan. I got my book in the mail. I do demos for Conan, for Modiphius. I have a t-shirt and everything. I'm official. And when you do demos for Modiphius, if you're part of the Silver Shields, you get points, and then you rack up those points, and then you can turn them into cash, and you can buy stuff from their store. It's only good for their store. It's not like you can get, a whole bunch of points and say, hey, send me a check. It doesn't work that way. You do work for product, basically, and the way to purchase that product is with the points that they give you. And so I was able to pick up Conan, a hard copy. I have 2 PDF copies of this. I bought it as a PDF because I couldn't get behind the Kickstarter, because at the time I just didn't have the money. We all know how that goes. Money's tight for everybody. So I bought the PDF and immediately fell in love with it. And this uses pretty much the same mechanics that Mutant Chronicles, which is their other game, John Carter, Warlord of Mars, is going to use. It's not out yet. I'm hoping I'll be in on the playtest on that. I'm really looking forward to it. So Lloyd, if you're listening, hook a brother up. Or Chris Bunch, the owner of Modiphius. Anyway, if you guys are watching this, hook a brother up. And also Star Trek uses it. So if you're a Star Trek fan, these guys produced the new version of Star Trek. Go check it out. It's phenomenal. It is a gorgeous book. I'm a Dead Tree Edition guy. I have the PDF of this game. I have pored over it 100 times. I've printed a black and white copy of it. It looked awesome. I thought it was cool, but oh my God. I got the physical book yesterday. Today is the first chance I've had to look at it. It's even better. And in Dead Tree Edition. I mean, a PDF is nice, you get the vibrant colors, but it's just not the same as what your eyes translate to you when you look at the book. I mean, just look at them. I mean, this is YouTube video. You guys aren't going to be able to see how gorgeous that map is, but that map is fantastic. And it's just, they've got fantastic art all throughout the book. The neat thing about this game is this is actually approved by the Robert E. Howard Foundation. And they actually did the original play test in the house that Robert wrote Conan in. Do a YouTube search, you'll see it. I had it up on the, it's up, I reference it in my Conan review, so go back and check that. But look at this. Tell me that's not just pure D awesome. That is gorgeous. The book came with a ribbon to mark your page. It's really cool. Now, my understanding is the Kickstarter version came with like 3 ribbons, I think. You guys correct me if I'm wrong in the notes, but I think the Kickstarter version had a leatherette cover with the Phoenix symbol on it, which is cool, but I think this is cooler. I love that cover. That's just classic Conan right there. The 2D20 system is phenomenal. If you haven't had a chance to play it, I recommend seek out your local Modifius Silver Shield. They have a Facebook page under Silver Shields. Just do a Facebook search of Silver Shields and you'll find it. And you can find a local representative of your area. I'm in the greater Texas area. I'm in Beaumont, but I service all of East Texas. I had to think about it. And Louisiana, southeast Louisiana. So Sulphur, Lake Charles, that area. So if you're ever in that area and you want a demo game, hit me up, jpolak@gmail.com. I'm going to actually work on getting a mrmean.com email for my channel. The other thing I got, because I had enough points, was the Conan dice. And you can see I haven't even opened them yet. These are pretty cool. They make a set for all their games. So there's a Star Trek set, there's a Mutant Chronicles set, and there's various sets for all of the games. This is the only game that has a single set of dice, but your Infinity is going to have their own set, and I'm going to be doing a huge review of Infinity because I backed the Kickstarter at that. Geez, it must have been 2 years ago. I was still working at Citgo when I backed that, so I made really good money, and I was able to go crazy deep into it, so I got a lot of cool stuff. When that comes in, we'll do a review. But what's cool about these dice is the D6s, the dice on the bottom there, are the combat dice, or CD as they refer to them in the book, combat dice. And so basically, 1s and 2s are damage, 3s and 4s are nothing, 5 and 6 are effects. The Phoenix icon you see there on the bottom left 2 dice, yeah, your right, my left, would be the Phoenix icon, and that's what they call an effect. And then the top D20 dice, one is an actual D20, and it's 2D20 because the game is obviously 2D20. That's what you roll. The third die is a hit location die. So instead of referencing the character sheet and making a D20 roll and looking at what you rolled and go, oh, a 19 is, chest or whatever, you just roll that location die and it tells you exactly. So it's got right leg, left leg, head, blah, blah, blah. And I think a few are probably, I think it's 2 of each, or 4 of each or something like that, because there's, let's see, 2 arms, 2 legs, chest, and head. So there's 6. So I'm not quite sure how it breaks down on a D20, but there's whatever you rolled that's the location, and you go for there. So it's pretty cool. So that's the Conan dice set. I think they retail for $20, but look around, you can find them a little bit cheaper if you're a gamer on a budget. I believe you can buy them off of Amazon now. I think they're officially up on Amazon as well. If not, check out Modifius. Q Workshop, you can probably buy them directly from Q Workshop. I don't know if you'll save any money, but either way, it's awesome. So that's I just wanted to go over that because I was very excited. The book is gorgeous. If you were on the fence about picking up Conan, the print copy, do yourself a favor, get it. It is beautiful. That book is just amazing. It is very well done. It's stitched and glued on the inside. Like I said, it comes with a ribbon bookmark, which is always handy, and it has that awesome new book smell. So pardon me for sniffing my book. Anyway, so if you get a chance, pick it up. You will enjoy it. And if you're in the Beaumont area, Humble, Kingswood, any of that area, Sulphur, Lake Charles, and you want a demo, hit me up. jpolak@gmail.com. That's Polak with 1 L. P-O-L-A-C-K, John, J-O-H-N. So anyway, The next thing for our video du jour is something that I'm not sure all gamers know of. If you live in an area that has a decent game store, it doesn't have to be a phenomenal, because let's face it, as gamers, I don't know about you guys, but whenever I go to a new city, the first to second thing I do besides checking out cool restaurants is I look for the local nerd hangout or game store. And that's kind of a neat thing. And my wife puts up with it because she's like, we're here to see the zoo. And I'm like, zoo? Hell with the zoo. I want to see the game store. And so we go check out the game stores. And Lake Charles has Paper Heroes, phenomenal game store. Here in Beaumont, we have two. We have Cyberlords, which is mostly a Pokemon, Force of Will. I think they're real big into Dragon Ball Z now. They do sell some game books, and they sell quite a few boxed games, board games, of various complexities and designs and stuff like that. But they're mostly a card shop. The cool thing about them is they stay open until 10 o'clock. They don't open until 2, and they stay open until 10 every day except Monday. They're closed on Mondays. And so we have a Wednesday night group that goes down there and we play whatever. Right now we're big into Star Wars. That may be changing soon. I don't know. It's all up to the GM. When he can't GM, I step up and I run Mutant Chronicles, or I run Dungeon World. I've run all kinds of stuff. But anyway, the point is it's a local game store that we can go play at. And then our big game store that is a comic book and RPG shop is called Bookstand, and it's been there for years. It's moved a couple locations, but it's currently off of Phelan Avenue here in Beaumont, and it's huge. It's a big warehouse, and she carries a ton of, if you're into the older games like Vampire, you name it, she's probably got something for it, a supplement. She's got a whole bunch of AD&D stuff. She's got all the Warhammer stuff. She's got a couple she's got everything. If you're into DCC, Dungeon World Classic, she's got a bunch of stuff for that. Tons of board games, a lot of card games. She's just a cool shop. Tons of miniatures. If you're a miniature gamer and you're looking for those old obsolete miniatures, she's got a bunch of them. Battletech, Mutant Chronicles, the old Chronopia miniatures. She's got, you name it, she's got it. Sadly, she doesn't have an eBay store, and as far as I know, she doesn't do anything online, but you can call the store Bookstand in Beaumont, and you can ask her about her stock, and she's pretty knowledgeable. And if not, she'll go look, and then you can work it out with her. But if you're in the area, but my point is to all of this is your favorite local game store, they order from Alliance Game Distribution. Alliance is the big boys on the block, and they put out a magazine called GTM, aka Game Trade Magazine. This is issue 213, and this covers December and January pre-orders. So what happens is this is a pre-order of all the things that are going to be coming out in December and January. So of course we just hit November and this is out. This came out I think last week. And you can see there's the new version of Twilight Imperium on the cover, and then it says in this issue, Mayfair's Star Trek 5-year mission boldly goes where few games have gone before, to the tabletop. And get your hero on with Critical Hit Studios' Greater Than Games Sentinels Comics role-playing game. So that gives you a hint of the stuff that's coming out. And then there's the Battle for Rokugan. There's an advertisement on the back of a new tabletop board game coming out by Fantasy Flight, because they picked up the license to AEG's Legends of the Five Rings. I do have the beta for the RPG. I can honestly say I'm not terribly impressed with it. They're trying to go with the funky dice like they did for Star Wars and for Genesis, their new role-playing game. I think Genesis is going to be amazing. I don't know about the new L5R. I'm not really jiving on it. That be as it said, I doubt I'll pick it up. Let me put it that way. I have too much money invested in 1st through 4th edition to pick up this new 5th edition. But anyway, what's neat about this is if you're a diehard gamer like Mr. Mean and a grognard like Mr. Mean, you're always looking for the weird games or the old games, the new games or whatever. This tells you what's coming out, and this is free. If your game store charges you for this, they're asshats. This is free. Alliance sends this out. It is free. I believe it does have a price tag. Yeah, it has a price tag of $3.99. So you can buy it straight from Alliance, but your game store pays for these. It's included in their shipment, and when they order X amount of dollars of certain product, they get so many copies for free. And I think, if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong on that, but if I remember correctly, Kevin, the owner of Paper Heroes, told me that if he orders X amount of dollars worth of product, they throw so many copies in for free, and then he has the option to buy more. And I'm sure it'll probably only cost him like $1 or $1.50, and then he can charge. But I've never been charged for one of these. They're always free. And what's great is it's basically an overgrown advertisement, for a product that's coming out. And this covers the gamut from card games, pop figures, board games. There's Rune Wars. If you're a huge Rune Wars fan, a tabletop miniatures game, it's got card games in here. It's got all kinds of board games. You name it, it's in X-Wing. You can pre-order. So basically what the point of this is to show you what's coming out in the next 2 months, pre-order, and then you can mark it off. They have a sheet that goes with it, and I believe you can download the sheet from their website, or you can ask your retailer to say, hey, do you have the order sheet that goes with this? I've never used an order sheet. Literally what I do is I go in here, I tab the pages, I mark it off, or I get the ISBN, and I write it on a Post-it note, and I give it to the owner and say, hey, order me this. And as soon as it comes out, I don't have to do anything. You don't have to prepay for it. Your shop may vary. They may say, hey, we want you to prepay for it. Make sure you come in and pick it up. It all depends. I have a good rapport with both of my game stores in Lake Charles here in Beaumont. So if I ask them to order me something, they'll just order it, and they'll let me know when it comes in, and I pay for it. So it's a really great resource to see what's coming out. Go to, find the website that company that makes that game, and then go to their website and maybe do some more research. See if it's something you like. Maybe download a demo. They do reviews in here of everything. They're a big Infinity, the miniatures game. They really support it. Usually in the back there's something to do with Infinity, almost in every issue. They're real big fans of weird miniatures or weird games. They support weird. I'm a huge Malifaux fan, so of course I can't go wrong with Malifaux. I'm just trying to, like I said, normally in the last couple of pages they have something about Infinity, and of course the one time I say it, there's nothing in here for Infinity. So that's pretty funny, because here I am pimping Infinity and it's not even on here. But they do what they call spotlights, and it's their staff writers that will write reviews and articles about said games. And this one's actually a fairly decent sized magazine this month. It actually came with a little miniature, which I left at work. Yeah, there's nothing in here on Infinity. Oh, yes, there is. Look at here. Corvus Belli's Aristea, which is their new squad-based miniatures game. So, like I said, and they're giving you a review of it. I think that game just came out. I probably will not pick it up because I don't have nobody that I know in the Beaumont area is a big miniatures gamer. So I'm just not going to spend money on miniature games, because I have Malifaux, I have Wrath of Kings, I have Infinity. I think that's my 3 big ones: Wrath of Kings, Infinity, and Malifaux. Oh, and Dark Age. Those are the 4 miniature games, and I said I wouldn't get into any more because I've got tons of miniatures that aren't even painted, a shit ton of them that aren't even put together, much less primed. So I've got plenty of miniature games. If someone that comes along and says, hey, John, I want to play Infinity, I've got 2 or 3 different armies ready to go for Infinity. I just have to put an army list together. I've got 3 factions for Malifaux, and I've got 3 factions for Dark Age, because I bought I think it's Path of Glory, the box set for Dark Age, which I think is a phenomenal game. And then of course I've got Wrath of Kings, which is another phenomenal skirmish. I like skirmish level games. So anyway, enough about my miniature games. You guys don't care. This is a godsend right here to us grognards and us gamers. If you like to know what's coming out, go to your favorite local game store, pick it up. If you have to buy it. It's worth it just to see what's coming out, so you're not in the dark. You may miss that really cool game that's about to come out, whatever. So this way you can pick it up. So that's what I wanted to do. That's tonight's video du jour. I don't have a new game to showcase. I'm waiting for several of my Kickstarters that I've done years ago to come in. I've got Shattered, that's coming in by Indie Press. Indie stands for It's Never Dark Enough, which I thought was cool. So I've got Shattered, I've got Shotgun and Sorcery coming in. That's going to be using the Numenera system. I backed that years ago. It's been delay upon delay upon delay, but it's finally going to print. I've got Infinity that's coming in. I've got Sentinels Oblivion with the big collector's box. That's going to be shipping probably by the end of the year. So I've got several things. I've got some more content coming up. So as always, like, subscribe, hit the ding to be donged when I put up a video. There's a little bell icon up there. You can hit that and it'll notify you when I post a new video. And again, for the contest, remember, get one of your friends, because you guys are seeing this, you're most likely already subscribed. So get one of your friends to like and subscribe. Have them give me their email address, however they want to do it. Again, you can email me at jpolak@gmail.com, and then I will forward that to Daniel Fox, and Daniel Fox will get you guys a free copy of Zweihander. So, as always, as I say at the end of all my videos, peace and hair grease, and remember, be nice.